Hey you folks, Quillian here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. As the Slavic Federation, looks like Brasilia might be deciding to attack at some point here. And we'll see what happens. Confident we could repel them. I'm hoping we don't lose too much. Happy we've got a cinder on the front there. We are working on another one, but it's a little bit further away. We're trying to get our growth working again, and of course, it'd be nice. It would help if we got our health fixed as well. Because we are losing a lot of production, science, culture, lots of things, especially since we did go knowledge as well. We're effectively losing 20% science.
Machines can be journeymen to machine apprentices.
So yeah, I'm going to skip out on the crawler. I'm not particularly interested in building that, although the 25% boost towards wonder is nice. It's far from critical. My explorer over here, I think I might go ahead and send him overseas to see what we might see. We might discover some more trading partners as well, and that would be pretty nice. We've got another disciple. Your job is to come and join in the front. There's no way they're not attacking. There's no way. Let's go ahead and run this route over here to Australia. I mean, we haven't been too friendly so far, but hopefully they'll appreciate my trade stuff. Plus, I like the science. The money's not going to be bad either, especially as I'm popping down a few terrascapes here and there. Terrascapes are good, but they are pricey. Now, the AI workers really like to put them down like crazy. It's probably the biggest... Again, in Civ 5, you can sort of automate workers, and while they're not always brilliant, they're going to be fine. But automated workers in Beyond Earth can tank your economy completely because they love to build those terrascapes. At least right now, this is the release version. I'm sure that there's going to be a patch that adjusts a million things. Hopefully Fraxis gives it a lot of love and makes little tweaks to the AI especially. Both your sort of automated workers, but also just the actual computers who could probably stand with a bit of a brain update. I think there would be great value in popping all the tiles along the coast over here so that we can start running things, trade routes around here. In fact, we could probably reach Cittadella, despite the fact we're going to be at war in the short term probably, but it will, you know, we'll get past that at some point. Let's go ahead and get started on the optical surgeries. Really, we're not going to have enough frac site for that. We really need to get this site hooked up. How much money do I have? I am losing some money, but... 8 turns until border growth, and it's going in the wrong direction. If I do this, will you grow there? No? You'll still prioritize growing down that way? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy that tile. Even though, again, we are losing money, and we're about to finish in Terrascape, so that's certainly a bit on the risky side. We have no trade routes in Sarek, so I'm going to go ahead and prioritize getting a trade vessel, because we can start trading with the ARC. Central's coastal. Iron is coastal. Oh, Richport over here. We can do some trades there. But we've also got Kugungan over here. We will need the money from the trade routes to offset the fact that we are building some terrascapes, but let's go ahead and get that up and running. Speaking of terrascape, we've got one over there. And Uzbek has started working it, which is great. We're going to go ahead and lock that down to make sure they keep working that tile. I could, if I'm a little bit worried about money, I could do something like this and work more nodes. Oh. Well, just moving from the petroleum. Actually, I prefer the nodes to the petroleum. That's for sure. Yeah, it's funny. I guess it really doesn't want to grow the cities. I mean, there's no avoid growth button, but it was working this tile instead of this tile. Unless I'm wrong. I might have misread something. That is crazy. Lock this tile. That'll be fine. I don't like micromanaging the tiles in the videos especially. I feel it slows the pace, but I know it is good. I know it is good. And a lot of people are actually upset when I don't micromanage my tiles too much, so I should probably do that a little bit more. Weather controller, excellent. I'm thinking just dropping it right on here would be pretty good. But that'll cover these tubers, and that's the problem. I would like to cover both tubers, but I can't. And you've already got a miasmic repulsor over here. If I did this, no. Maybe we'll do this for Uzbek. It'll cover that oil, which is not critical, but every other tile is more or less being worked, I think. Actually, here's an interesting question. So in Uzbek right now, the central tile produces 5 food. Did it improve the central tile? I imagine it must. Or 4 food. I think I said 5, but it did 4 food, and now it's making 5 food. Good, okay. So, I mean, covering the city doesn't do something like plus 20% energy or something like that, but it still gives food to the core tile of a city, which is automatically worked, and there's a lot of value in doing that. All right, it's fortified. The Brazilian troops have moved away again. So yeah, covering the center tile is a lot more tempting now. I think we are working that Firaxite for the science, which is really nice, but I think this would be better. Double tubers, which we're certainly going to be working already. There we go. We cut the growth time from 18 turns down to 9 turns. So it's growing twice as fast. And what I can do is let's reset the tiles. And actually kind of agree with the AI governor here in terms of what tiles to work. I was going to go and basically lock these up here. Still not a lot of food from this one tile over here, but it is a 4 production tile. This is really good with the money. Not a lot of food, but you get the science. These are high food tiles. There is something to be said about maybe working something other than this one. When this plantation over here finishes, we might move our worker, but for now we'll go ahead and leave it in there. That'll be perfectly fine. Nice production. We're still losing 1 energy per turn. That's okay. Astrodynamics is very far away. And the Neoplanetarium is fine, I suppose. What we're really going for is the next thing in the chain. It's possible that rushing this is silly, especially since we are slowing down our affinity progress, but it's going to be... Well, hang on. Again, health is important for actual growth, so let's go ahead and unlock our Somadis really. Oh, we need to pick up genetic design first. So let's go and pick that up after all, and then go here. Alien Preserve, yeah, because I don't think we have any culture. Auto plants for more trade routes would be good. We could build trade routes, but I could probably build the trade routes somewhere else and just ship them over here, so that's going to be fine. Let's go ahead and get an Alien Preserve. And yeah, I was prioritizing the optical surgery, forgetting that I didn't actually have... Oh! Crap, I forgot about my workers. And at least that'll remind me to move this guy before he dies. The miasma there? Oh, actually, no, the miasma didn't clear it off. From our miasmic repulsor. Oh, silly me. We are losing a lot of money. Tell you what, though, since we are losing so much money right now, I'm going to get you to pause on that that terrascape and get you to go ahead and finish the Firaxite mine, which you have to start over. What? Okay, we're going to have to drop a miasmic repulsor up there, clearly. Let's go ahead and build a farm on the coast. Trade convoy. We want money, so it would be nice if we could sort by money, but we can't. Or science. This is a fine trade route. Technically, this one gives us as much and gives them slightly less. Go ahead and run that. Need to build more trade routes. Yeah, our economy is tanking because we are finishing the terrascapes, but they're pretty good. I'll go ahead and try to finish one more of these. That's going to be fine. Maybe I'll just build... I can't build a farm there. I don't need a node here. I'll just go ahead and build a generator. I think there's more upgrades for generators. Growth. Things are happening. The air economy is tanking. We have no health. We're not actually improving our affinities. Although I still think we can defend Jimboomba if something were to happen. I'm not too terribly concerned. I mean, I think we're still going okay-ish. Although we do have to keep an eye on the fact that Elodie is at level 9. She's the one who's furthest ahead, though, and she's not that far ahead. So I think we are potentially still on track to get some sort of victory. You probably have 0 trade routes. So as much as I would like to build a Cyto nursery, I'm going to go ahead and build a trade depot, and we really do have to start building those actual trade buildings. I'm going to keep exploring around the coast over here. This worker... Do we have a miasmic repulsor over here? No, we don't. Oh, you can go and improve this Firaxite. That'll be 10 of it. There's no miasma on it, which will be great. You go ahead and finish your Xeno. Is it going to happen one turn? 2 more turns. Yay, city connections. All right. Which is actually making us some money. I think all of our cities are now connected to the capital. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, good. I always hate that you don't get a little connection symbol under the capital. So I always see that. I'm like, oh, I have to build a road. Oh, wait, no, I've already got that. Other people are building the transcendental equation. I may want to build it sooner rather than later. I've never built it, and it looks like it gives me nothing, except for, of course, progression towards a quest. But it might give me a quest decision.
Do you change the steps in the dance of life? Or does the dance of life change?
Right. Oh. We stole some science. We were detected, but that's okay. Condemnations. Go ahead and, ooh, defectors from some extra military units. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If I get a chance to do it, it's nice. You get some free units. Some people say you can get up to like 3 units or something like that. You can even get aliens and different things. So you don't really get control. But a few more free units wouldn't be bad because it would stop us from building it. We are going to build a 1 cinder. As expected, Paul Australia did settle over here, which is fine. I didn't specifically need any of those tiles. It would be nice if I could guarantee the geothermal. Bridgeport might expand before then, but probably we're okay. At this point, my goal is to explore this gap over here and get a connection going that way. Again, I don't know what we built here, which is kind of annoying. Let me go ahead and... We do need to get a miasmic repulsor over there, although it's covered by... No, it's not covered by another satellite. Okay, so miasmic repulsor over Konechno would be good, because there's a few little bits. You gotta babysit that guy. Alright. Build some science. Although, we got energy. Okay, I guess we stole some energy. I was gonna say, stealing energy, there's a purpose to it. But we just stole some, so now we're pretty good on money. There is some miasma over here. Let's go ahead and rest this worker. Is that covered by any anti-miasma satellite? It is not. Yeah, we're gonna have to play that one by ear. You can go ahead and rest where you are, and then we'll figure out what to do with you after you're healthy. Trade vessels. I think we're going to want to trade with the station. Money is good, science is good, but if we get the science level, their station leveled up, we're going to get a lot of science and a lot of culture from it, and that's not going to benefit our opponents. So let's go ahead and get that running. That's going to be okay. Let's definitely get started on this fraxite mine. Please and thank you. I gotta say, one nice thing about playing as Harmony is you don't have to worry about that miasma. It's not from this, it's from the tech. Yeah, I'll give you Floatstone. Go on. It's from the, what do you call it? Alien biology. Which is cheap and might be worth getting for everyone. It makes your workers immune to miasma. Also, the ability to remove miasma is pretty sexy. Bunch of miasma damage over there, speaking of. Oh, we can improve these geothermals. I assume we have the tech for that. We've got that other cinder, which I will go ahead and park, say, just over here, not entirely on the border. How's our trade route situation here? It's fine. I think, well, there's 2 possibilities here. I could start building some trade vessels for other cities, but I think what we're going to do is build an auto plant first and build a trade vessel for ourselves. The intrigue level in my capital has now reached 3, which is a bit unpleasant. I'm going to go ahead and bring Tamari back. Oh, it's actually... Why does it say 3 when it's clearly 4? Anyway, I'm going to put her in my capital. And just lower that. Maybe it's just under 4. Like 3.9. I've noticed that the game does do that. Oh, that is a trade depot. Going to be nice to have.
As Adam Smith said,
no. Sorry, no. That was a renew? Yeah, there we go. We got our 3 fraxite back. That's good. Okay. Excellent. We definitely don't want to give any more fraxite away. You finished that. Go ahead and pop out a trade vessel. I know you've got lots of actual buildings to build. But yeah, we're going to finish this. We're going to get our techno artist. Get some extra science, but we'll also get the synergy of extra science, which is going to be good. Make up for the fact that we've been running at such pitiful health for a long time. The health situation is getting better, although it is far from resolved. I do not have geophysics. Okay. Good to know. Tell you what then, you move up here. You're going to be ready to swap out and replace the Slavic worker on the Fraxite mine. We still have miasma down here. We don't have any miasma there, though. You can go ahead. Actually, we might not want to improve this tile. Oh, no, it's 2 food because of the satellite. I was going to say, if it's 2 food, 1 production from having a forest on this hill. I know, the forest makes it a 1-1 tile. And we could probably make it a bit better than that. You just go ahead and actually not fortify. You can activate if you see anyone. All right, slowly cruising up the social dynamics thing for some more health. Delays our victory goal a bit, but we can bust our happiness cap. And then if we've busted our happiness cap, then it also encourages us to make a move against Freeland. Not to mention we could annex Jimboomba, which would be nice. Can't do it quite yet. I would really like to be in positive happiness. But at the very least, if we can get above the 10 mark and stop losing all of our production, that would be good. Sure, I'll build the generator. That's fine. What do we have here? We have a generator completed. Oh, I think we need to build a paddock on the Reslin. Got a covert agent in our capital, which is going to lower things. A little bit annoying that you have to keep putting it in, and it drops it so fast, which A, means it's hard for you to get any spying done to other places. Kind of frustrating when they can drop their intrigue level so quickly. But at the same time, you drop your own intrigue level so quickly, which is nice, but then you have to keep shuffling your agent in, out, because there's no good reason to leave an idle agent in your capital once your intrigue level's dropped. Alright, let's see what we can see over here. You have completed your plantation on the fruit, which is nice. Go ahead and move our production over to here. And you can go ahead and improve these miasmic tiles. We're going to have plenty of time. Go ahead and drop me a farm. So, I don't think we're going to put a terrascape on there. I think it's a good candidate for a mine. I will do that. I think some of our supremacy techs improve our mines as well, so that'll be pretty good. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. Money, we're actually making some money. We became slightly more unhealthy, but that's not the end of the world. We're gonna have to move this worker off relatively soon, but that's part of the reason that I have this extra worker here and another worker coming to the north. I keep swapping in and out of our Fraxite mine. I'll go ahead and actually do that right now. Move you to there. Oh yeah, we have the 3 movement because of the one wonder I did build. How come it doesn't tell me how long it's going to take? It should tell me the reduced amount of time. My mouse over here, 2 more turns. Unless I keep misreading it. Alright, our capital, you are going to run a trade route. I was going to say, you're probably the trader at the Adept Blue, so please do that. We don't have open borders. And I'm currently stuck, so I want to expose more sea tiles. But I guess we'll go ahead and pop in. Oh, and hit a dead end right away. I could open borders with Basilian. That might be willing to do it, especially since they're not currently looking to attack me, which is nice. We've completed our Xenomass well over here. Lovely. Still can't improve geothermals. There's not as much pressure for it because there's not as many buildings that we want geothermals for. But still. Just in case it's relevant, I'm actually going to go ahead and build a node on this tile. It takes a very long time to build. But effectively is very similar to building a generator on the tile. Generator will also take a long time. It's partially taking a long time because it's going to chop the forest. And it's just, you know, potentially there's going to be another avenue of attack there, and I'll be happy if I've got a node. The node heals my adjacent units. And that's nice. I think this is the reinforcement worker that I sent up here, which I don't need anymore. Why don't you go and improve some territory around Sarek? I'm getting very close to the point where I just want to automate these guys. We're building that miasma propulsor theoretically for those tiles, but we may not actually need that. There's a little bit over here too. mostly cleared up in the north. I think I dropped one up here at some point. May not need it. No more petroleum. Oh, but we do have some fraxite, and this is the place we really want the optical surgery because we have a lot of silica. So go ahead and get that started. It's going to be a long production battle. That's okay. Go ahead and steal more science points. You stole a bunch of energy. Lovely. Stanimir, you're still mostly growing. You are working that tile. Why don't you work this one instead? I think the governor will do a better job of doing the sort of thing I want once we stop being unhealthy.
Bienvenido.
Hey, how do you feel about open borders? Excellent.
Concedido.
Thank you. I guess there's no coast on Citadella there, but on the other hand, I would still like to see what this inner bay looks like, so I'm going to go ahead and move in that general direction regardless. Could build a boat as well. Don't usually build too many of them, mostly because the sea dragons.
Is yours.
No.
For
The sea dragons like to tear apart all my boats. And something's fighting over here. I don't think it was one of my units, though. I don't remember seeing a little message. I mean, we might get a pop-up over here, but I'm suspecting it's someone else who's fighting. But yeah, the sea dragons are really a big pain in the butt. Oh, there's more petroleum here as well, which we will eventually get that tile, which will be nice. Optical surgery. I mean, we do have to be a bit careful with our fraxite. We might not literally want to build optical surgery everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and wait for now, in any case. Did I get another trade vessel? Okay, yeah. Go ahead and build to there. And what's my trade route situation? One of two. So go ahead and just start on another trade vessel. We'll figure out what we want to do with those optical surgeries later. Anywhere we do have silica, we're going to want to build that. But other than that, we're going to figure it out step by step. Go ahead and build me a farm. The trade vessel here. Science versus energy. This would be a total of, say, 19. That's a total of 19. They both give 10 to the opponent, so it doesn't really matter. We're making money right now, so I'll go for this slightly more science. I'm going to say one science is worth more than one energy, right? I think we can all agree on that. This worker here, I know you're still repairing, but you can go ahead and finish that terrascape. That'll be okay. I know if I just automate you, you're going to go terrascape happy. Would not necessarily be terrible. I'll see about building a mine on this tile over here. Although I guess I can't improve a tile I don't own. That's true. Working relatively sane tiles. Relatively sane. Okay. Right here. Optical surgery in our capital. Just fine. We don't have silica there, but A, we started it earlier. And B, I forgot about this too. It's local healthiness. So what we need to make sure to do is that the health that is supplied by a city doesn't exceed its population. How come? Oh, because I'm between turns. Right, Uzbek is a population 9 city. It's at 6 health already. The Stanimir, which is building an optical surgery, is a size 4 city. It's already producing 4 health. From what? I don't know. There's no pop-up here? Seriously? Seriously? The clinic, the Cyto nursery, and the farmer lab. Stanimir is already producing more health than we can actually use. So we will, because it's got the silica, we will want the optical surgery at some point, but it actually makes no sense to rush it here. In fact, what we want to do is to have the city grow, perhaps. Oh, a cloning plant would be very good here. Because, I mean, the 2 food is pretty good. The Vivarium gives us 2 food as well and is a lot faster to build. With the same maintenance, but we'll also get production on the Xenomass, which I like a lot. Plus, we don't have a cloning plant anywhere yet, so we'll get some sort of quest from that. I don't remember what the quest rewards are. Hack satellites. You orbit satellites within 5 hexes of the city. Hang on. That's on Citadella. Do we know what kind of satellites are running there? Not much. I don't think there's much reason for us to hack a satellite. We're already doing a recruit defectors somewhere. I think I'm going to keep working on just stealing science. Still a little easier than stealing technology. Plus, it's science that we're specifically looking for. So this optical surgery, there's no reason to build it here. Did I just build another trade route here? I got a miasmic repulsor, which I was still thinking about maybe building in the north. We're all clear here. Yeah, I really didn't need another one necessarily. What I might want to do is build one over here on the coast with the idea that I might want to build a city. Because we've improved these tiles now. I could build one here. We do technically have a couple of tiles there. But honestly, it might be a good defensive bonus to have. I'm going to go ahead and just drop it over here. With the idea that I might settle in this area later on. And then I'll appreciate having it be clear. But otherwise, it was a little bit derpy to do. We are size 6 city with 6 happiness right now. Or 6 health right now. Some more science buildings would be good. We are only at one of 2 trade routes, though. I'm going to prioritize. We'll get another trade vessel going on there. Definitely want to get those auto plants going as well for the extra trade route at some point. So it looks like it's KPs are fighting with the aliens. Alright, well, good for them. I can't build a mine here, but I can chop down the forest as is. It's kind of annoying. It takes 10 turns to construct a mine, which will also chop down the forest. And it takes 10 turns to chop down the forest. Like, what kind of sense does that make? Not much. We don't have that coral tile right now, do we? No. That's what it's working towards. Maybe we'll just go back to the capital over here and build a few more farms. Trade vessel! Well, I guess we're going to go to a local colony. 13 production. We get more food, more production that way. So we'll go ahead and do that. Definitely do need to explore the coast a bit more. I'm really tempted. Next time I'm going to go with the coastal surveyor start, whatever it's called. Did I not launch this miasmic repulsor? Oh, the tile I clicked on is actually outside of my range. Derp. I was trying to avoid overlapping with the city stuff because I might want to improve that. There we go. That'll be fine. We got a quest update? Oh, by chance your satellite spots what could be a massive alien ruin. A collection of deep canyons are carved into the terrain with surgical precision. The scientific community agrees this phenomenon would be best observed from above. Launch 2 satellites to investigate the cliffs. Excellent. Oh, we do have a mission to perform a covert operation of 4 intrigue or higher. So, since we do have a mission for that, tell you what, Citadella, since the intrigue level is high enough, let's go ahead and try to hack the satellites and see what happens. Because I've never completed that level of the quest, actually. Still a crap ton of science. Very nice. Intrigue levels. We can blow up some aliens, which we're not going to do. Built dynamics is coming up. So yeah, the Soma distilleries actually may be of limited use if we're already kind of happiness capped. We've got a lot of small cities that we need to grow taller. Ironically, the more people we have, the more unhealthiness we'll have, but at the same time, it'll sort of pay for itself. Oh, we'll see how it goes. All right, let's keep exploring the coast over here. We've got a good deal of unhappiness that's coming up from some of these other sources, like our petroleum wells and whatnot. Do we actually have a well here? Yes, we do. Good. A lot of fraxite in the bank. We could build a few more cinders. Surgery here. Yeah, there was only 6 health, or yeah, 6 health in Krabrost, despite being a size 12 city. So it can use the optical surgery, which it just finished. So okay, we've just shaved off the more intrigue against us, but also the 10% production malice, which was a pretty big deal, by finishing our optical surgery over here. So we are now at 10 health. We could afford to grab a couple more health things. So if we do build a Soma distillery, we'll technically be slightly over the limit. But that also enables Krabrost to grow a bit more comfortably, which I like. I think this tile is fine, though. We could go here for a little bit of extra growth, but no, I'm fine and peachy. Yeah, we don't have enough petroleum. I think... Oh, that is expensive. I mean, I got money. What's our border growth looking like? 7 turns, and you're going to grab the inland sea one. I really want to build a lot more of these weather satellites. You know what? I think it's money well spent. Let's go ahead and purchase. No! Oh! Oh! I was looking at the tile, the label sort of above the tile I was looking for, but it's the one that's kind of below the tile. Curses! That was a lot of money spent for no good reason. Oh well. Let's go ahead and start on the transcendental equation. Again, I don't know if it gives us anything as is, but we'll give it a try. There's lots of other things we need to be building as well, but we will need it at some point, so what the hell. Keep exploring the coast over here. You, Mr. Worker, are going to go to this very expensive petroleum, which I overpaid for. Danimir is growing, which is very nice. What tiles we got going on? We got that. What else did we work? 1, 2. Oh, there. It's an excellent tile. Good production, good science, but I still like to prioritize the growth. I think we're going to go ahead and work the algae. Please and thank you. The work over here. We're going to go ahead and build a farm. And just realized we've gone over the length I normally like to go, so we're going to go ahead and let this turn finish processing. But then we're going to wrap up this episode. Like, things are going. Still, I feel like we're going slow. And also the fact that most of my cities are kind of happy capped is making this run to the Soma distillery a little bit sillier. Although we might want to start running some specialists, which is another definite possibility. Still, we'll keep working towards the happiness thing. What's powerful, and has been pointed out, Marbazir especially really likes the Eudaimonia, is because this doesn't actually produce more happiness. What it produces is less negative health. It doesn't produce positive health, it produces less negative health, which actually allows you to really bust your happiness limit. Because again, you've got that local happiness limit that can't be above your number of citizens. But if you're producing less unhealthiness, then all of a sudden you're going to have more effective happiness, which is going to be really good. Uzbek is not at its cap. We could go ahead and build the optical surgery here, but I think instead we're going to wait 3 turns for the Soma distillery. Oh, I got to put a cut in this video. I'm going to do that now. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.